Hi guys, my name is Mohit Singh, and today we'll be looking at LeetCode prompt 14, longest common prefix. In this prompt, we've been given a list of strings and we want to return the longest common prefix. So for example, if we had flower, flow, and flight, we want to return FL. If we were given a case where none of them have a common prefix, such as dog, race car, and car, we want to return an empty string. So to start a solution, we could just do a simple return value. So let's just go with LCP for longest common prefix and initialize it as a string. Now to find the smallest, we want to find the smallest word in our list so that we don't end up going out of bounds. So let's just declare a variable called smallest, and let's set it to the min upstairs. So this is basically just going to give us the smallest length string in the list strs. So now we want to check each letter, but we want to find, I guess, the index of each letter in each word. So we're going to go with for x in range len, the length of the smallest. So we're basically checking if we're going to go through each I guess index of letter in the smallest word in our list. And here we want to add another loop that checks each word in our list. So for word in strs, and now in here we're gonna add our if statement that checks if the letter in word is not equivalent to the same letter in smallest. So I'll write it out so it makes more sense. So if word of x does not equal smallest of x, so what it's doing is it's checking if the current word we're on is not equivalent to the smallest this word, the smallest word, and it's checking if that letter is not the same. So if we had flower and flow, it's going to check if F and F are the same. Yes, so it continues. L and L, it continues. O and O, it continues. E and W, that's where it doesn't continue, and that's where we want to just return LCP. So we're going to just do return LCP. And what we're going to do is that for those cases, we never actually added anything to LCP, so it would still remain an empty string, but we know that from that FLO would technically be in there, assuming flight isn't in this list. So what we want to do is we're going to do LCP plus equal, and then we're going to do smallest of x. So we're adding to the empty value the letter that we're currently on in smallest. This would be back because we don't want to do this every time we check a word. We want to do this every time we increase the value, the letter we're on. And then after this, we could just return LPC, sorry. Return LPC. And that should be it. Let's check if that works. Okay. And yeah, so it works. Basically, to re-clarify and just go through that again, we initialize an empty return value LCP. We find the smallest value in the list strs. Now x is the index of every letter in smallest, and we're going through each word in the list. So if the word we're currently on, if that letter based off of this is the same as the letter we're currently on in the smallest value, we want to, if it's not the same, we want to just return the word. Now in case it's not, they are the same, then we're just going to add that value to LCP. And we just basically go through it again and again. So if we had dog and race car, it's going to check dog because it's the smallest. So it's going to check of X, so which is 0. So it's going to check D. And is it equivalent to R, race car? So no, it's not equivalent. It's just going to return LCP, and LCP is empty. But if we had flower, flow, and flight, it's going to check, and then F is equivalent to F. So it's going to skip this return statement and then add F to LCP. Now it checks the next letter, which is going to be L. L is equivalent to L, so it's going to skip this return statement, add L to the LCP. Now when it gets the next word and it isn't the same, that's when it's going to return LCP. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.